Hey pals, welcome back to Puppets and Predictions. It's me, Ryan.
And I'm Matt.
And let's talk the movies. Let's get straight into it this past weekend. Beauty and the Beast with a mega $175 million box office. It beat Star Wars Rogue One!
Wow! That's crazy, to be honest. I didn't actually realize that.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. It's going to be one of the biggest movies of this year, so we should be very excited for future Disney live-action films.
Additionally, in the box office, Kong made $28 million and Logan made $18 million, both dropping in the 50th percentile.
And we also have the Belko Experiment, which opened this past weekend, that disappointed with only $4 million.
Hey, speaking of Belko, that's our number 10 for this week. We think that the Belko Experiment is going to go down 48% and make $2 million in its second weekend.
Right after Belko, at number 9, we have The Shack in week 4. We think it's going to drop 53%, a pretty steep drop for The Shack, and make $2.8 million.
And then coming in at number 8, we have Lego Batman in its 7th week. In its 7th week, Lego Batman is going to go down 35% and make $3 million.
Alright, coming in at number 7, we have Jordan Peele's Get Out. This week, we think it's going to drop 40% in week 5 and make $8 million. That's what we're thinking this weekend. Right after that, we've got Logan. Shink!
Snicked.
What's the difference? Tell me the difference.
There's a big difference. It's a different word.
This is like almost the same sound.
No,
Shink.
It's like saying that
Shink.
like Spider-Man's webs, it's thwipped versus like twang. It's a different word, Ryan.
Which one do you like better?
Thwip, it's the right one.
Okay.
Respect the comics.
I can agree with Thwip. And $9 million take for Logan in week 4.
And then coming in at number 5, we've got everyone's favorite new movie, Chips.
And for this week, for Chips, for every $1 million it's going to make, I am going to eat one chip. So Matt, take it away.
Okay. Well, we're going to compare Chips to Fist Fight, which made $12.2 million in its first weekend. The Incredible Burt Wonderstone, which made $10.2 million in its opening weekend. And Paul, which made $13 million in its opening weekend. We think that Chips is going to make $11 million in its opening weekend. Is that right, Ryan? Better hurry up and finish those chips, boyo. So that's 11? Okay. Well, I think now you should eat a chip for every person who's excited for this film. And then coming in at number 4, we've got Kong Skull Island. What, no ranch dressing?
Who?
We're going to Kong Skull Island in its 3rd week. We're going to compare it to World War Z, which dropped 38% in its 3rd week. Rise of the Planet of the Apes, which dropped 42% in its 3rd week. We think that Kong Skull Island is going to drop 46% in its 3rd week and make $15 million.
Alright, and at number 3, we have a newcomer this week. We have Life, which is a pretty ironic title because everyone's going to die in the film.
I heard a rumor about this movie.
What's that?
So Sony is making a new Venom movie that apparently isn't going to have anything to do with Spider-Man. So it won't be in the MCU. And the rumor is that Life is the secret prequel to Venom, and it's about how Venom gets to Earth.
So we're going to compare this film to Lights Out. Came out July 22nd, 2016, my birthday.
Hey!
That made $21.7 million in its opening weekend. We have Poltergeist 2015, which came out May 22nd, 2015. That made $22.6 million. And then we have Krampus, December 4th, 2015, $16.3 million. What we're projecting for Life in its opening weekend is $19 million. Alright, and then we got for number 2 this week, we have...
Now I'm the powerful man. The face thing from Power Rangers. Like in the show and now in the movie, played by Bryan Cranston.
That was wonderful, Matt. Thank you for contributing to this episode.
Sometimes you just gotta go the extra mile, Ryan. And you gotta just be the powerful head man.
Let's get on with the predictions.
Oh, wouldn't you like if I were to do the predictions? That would be so easy, wouldn't it? Okay, fine, I'll do the predictions. So we're going to compare Power Rangers to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, which had an opening weekend of $35.3 million. Pacific Rim, which had an opening weekend of $37.3 million. And G.I. Joe Retaliation, which had an opening weekend of $40.5 million. We think Power Rangers is going to have an opening weekend of $39 million.
Alright, and that brings us to the number one film this week. This week we have... Matt, what's going on?
I'm not sure. These things usually end after one movie, but, well, here we are.
Guess we're here, so let's just keep going. We got Rogue One to compare it to. Came out in December. That had a second week drop of 59%. We also have Finding Dory to compare it to. Came out last July. That had a second week drop of 46%. And then we have Hunger Games Catching Fire. Came out November 2013. That had a second week drop of 53%. So what we're saying for Beauty and the Beast Week 2, a drop of 47% and a second week projection of $92.6 million. What do you think about that, Matt?
I can't feel my legs.
And that's the week this week, guys. That's what we got. Now it's time for our favorite segment, The Final Word.
The final word.
My word this week is Ranger Danger. Of course, because the Power Rangers are coming out this week.
Well, that actually reminds me of my final word, which is go, go. We can't do the actual song for legal reasons.
We can't. We'll get sued. But that's all we got this week. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Visit our new website, puppetsandpredictions.com, and check us out. See you next week.
Bye. I love you all.